What's going on, guys? I am back. I'm with Jared yet again for what will probably be the final trip up northern Maine for the ice fishing season here in 2021. As you can see, there's no snow anywhere on the ground. It has been consistently 50 to 60 degrees this past week, and the ice is fading very, very fast. Last week, we had lots of luck. We caught big togue, big salmon, and big cusk. Hopefully, we can repeat that success yet again one final time. So stay tuned. All right, we are back on the road again after a minor delay in heading up. So as you can see, the pack basket's back here, and we got Riley with us now. So we were driving down the road, and someone had hit a deer and decided to leave it. And it was fresh enough that we decided, hey, we didn't bring any food up to camp, so let's get some. I decided we should have some deer meat at camp, so.
I have frozen fish. That's all we need.
It's probably freezer burnt, but anyway, so we decided to get the
grocery store is a 10-minute drive from camp.
Anyway, you can't buy game meat in the state of Maine, so this is the only way we were able to get it. Anyway, we're gonna eat really good at camp tonight and hopefully catch some fish. So stay tuned for that. And we have arrived at Lake. What do you think, Jared? You gonna get some big stuff?
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right, we got our dinner for the ice. We got our jigs. Riley's getting the bait. We're gonna be out here. All right, we're walking out now to the shack. We got our dinner for the night. Got some supplies. We got some new bait. Hopefully, we'll get some big fish. Well, I will. I don't know about Jared, but
In your dreams, Wyatt.
well,
I'm gonna outfish you. I didn't know until we were like in the truck.
yeah. Well, we got plenty of lures. Don't worry about that. All right, we made it to the camp.
Alright, one of you has 2 dogs.
All right, we got our dinner on the ice cooking. Getting some steak bombs made. Jared's setting up some cusk traps. So hopefully we'll get one here soon. And in the meantime, we'll have some pretty good food. All right, got the first cusk of the night off the far trap. And hopefully it won't be the last. Time to bring that back to camp and get a blind marker for the trap. The seagull keeps flying around the landing trying to get the dead bait by my trap, and it keeps dropping it. Got it. What are you jigging? Guess the axe head fell a little bit, eh?
Yeah, just a tad bit. Something wrong with your axe.
Thank you for your observation, kind sir. I did not know.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I was trying to find him. Yeah, so we got an eagle not that far from the shack. More salmon traps. You know, I think this is a good idea to bring our burbot in. So I'm going to do that. I don't want the eagle taking my fish.
It's not gonna take your fucking fish.
You don't know that.
We are right here.
Come
knows that.
Okay. That's better. All right, and that is a wrap. The last day of ice fishing of the 2021 season. So me and Riley are packing up now, bringing the gear up to the camp. Jared's off getting the truck. We're gonna meet up, get some pizza. Oh, we got one trap left. And then we're gonna head back home and get ready for open water in the next coming weeks. So this trip, I went up 1 week before actually to the same camp, back when my friend had his shack out on the ice when it was still stable enough to hold it. And that trip, I caught a few more fish than I did this time. So the first one I caught was my very first cusk, right here. I caught this one at around 3:30 a.m. that the last Saturday morning. I caught that on, I think, a small dead shiner, if I'm not mistaken. And it was the only cusk that we caught that particular night. And then later on that morning, I went to go set up a line of salmon traps for both me and Jared. And right as I'm setting up one of his for him, my flag popped up, and I can hear him yelling over at the shack, "Hey, you got a flag?" And I look over thinking, hey, wait a minute, did I leave that up? And then, you know, I go over to check it, and the spool is not spinning at all, right? Just dead stop, no movement whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, something probably took the bait, right? So I go to lift up the trap, and I can feel really hard tugging on it. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I do actually have a fish. And it was in like, I think 80 feet of water, just a foot under the ice, because it was a salmon set. So I set the hook really quickly. I don't wait for the camera to come to me. Unfortunately, as awesome as this fight was, had a ton of head shakes. It fought really well. Probably the best fish I've ever caught through the ice, at least salmon-wise, that is. And I got it through. I got a few pictures here of it. And I did end up keeping that one because it did bleed quite a bit when I got it through the hole. Otherwise, I probably would have put it back. But it will taste very great later on when I cook that up at some point this week. And then not too long after that, I went back into the shack. And here is the footage of that.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, shit. All right. My third fish I've been going for the trip. Hopefully this is a togue. I'm just sitting here in the chair, just, you know, talking, and I go to look at the rod. Well, I look at the fish finder. There's just a giant blip on the bottom. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll jig for him. I go to tip the rod up, and then boom, just heavy weight.
Oh. Yeah, this is a good one.
Oh, it feels pretty good, actually.
Haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
give him some pressure.
It's a pretty decent one.
Oh, sweet. Keeper size, you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh
most definitely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
It's a decent.
All right, I'll keep it tonight then. Some fresh fish on the grill, eh?
For sure.
Bigger than the one I caught at No Flag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I think so, anyways.
Come on, new PB.
Try to do some head pressure. Here, lift them up without, yeah, like that. That's how you're going to get them in.
Right at the hole. Yep. Come on. Yep, come on. Trying to guide the head for you.
Yep.
Yes! That's a good one.
Yes!
That's a good Laker, dude.
Oh, man.
That's a real good Laker.
Let's go outside and get the picture.
Yeah.
So then at the very end of the day, after members of the group started catching a few lake trout here and there after I jigged mine up in the shack, it slowed down quite a bit, and a lot of people started heading back to the cabin for the night. But right before we were able to take all of our traps out, the one that kept going up of Riley's, he finally did manage to hook up to what might have been the one thing that kept setting it off, might not have been. Either way, though, he pulled in the biggest salmon I've ever seen caught through the ice. It's probably between 5 to 7 pounds, give or take. Really healthy, huge hen. And here's the video of that now.
If you want me to move, I will.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
You recording this?
Yep. Figured get on video for you.
Oh, sweet.
Don't lose it. It's gotta lead to the hole. Ooh.
He's got to get tired here soon.
You didn't get to go very far, so it's all super close fight.
Have to turn into the ice. Ooh.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I got that. That's a big fish. You keeping this one?
No. You gotta release the big mouths.
Only if it has a fin clip in it.
Only if it was a what?
No,
No, I mean like personally, like I don't keep big.
Oh, yep.
I think
Yeah, no,
you get a big thing that's like a trophy fish. It's
Yeah,
big
I
in
mean,
that sense. I think it's a shitty thing. Just kill it. It's
If it's bleeding, you kind of have to. But
if it's not gonna make it, that's a totally
yeah,
different
that's the
story.
only reason I kept that one that I had
Oh, yeah.
back there. But
Like, if it's not gonna make it, oh yeah, I know
yeah,
that.
like I wanted to put it back, but
You know, I get that fish wasn't gonna make it.
like if it's bleeding out of the
Yeah.
gill, I mean, you
I
put
like-
it back, it'll die.
Yeah, I'm talking like it's like a healthy fish.
Like this thing looks big.
This is
Oh, really? This is, the one I lost at the hole is about that big one, remember?
How deep of water is it over?
80, 70?
probably 80, 90 over here.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, holy shit! Look at that! Oh my god! Holy shit, Riley.
I got one.
I'm calling 20, 27.
26.
That's an 8-pound salmon.
Oh, easily.
Holy shit.
I'll measure it.
Yeah, sure.
What?
24.
24?
He might be
25. Yeah,
25?
still. Yeah,
It's a
25.
25.
Holy shit.
25? Oh, right! Woohoo! Thank you.
Hey, you got one, man.
Do you have that scale there?
I don't know where it is.
Wow. Mine was.
Yeah, hold him up.
Oh, really?
Woo, man. Does it have a hole punch in the tail? The adipose?
No.
Oh, so that's a big front one then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold her up. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, do it again, more.
Oh, he's coming out. It might be dying.
Did it die?
No, it's good.
I got gun still.
Yeah.
That's a good, what, 6 pound salmon maybe? 5, 6?
Yeah, at least.
That's fucking awesome, Riley.
You get some good shots?
Yeah, here. Kind of hold him out and angle towards me. Oh, you're gonna like that pick right there.
Need pliers to get it out?
That thing's a fucking tank, dude.
Yeah, I'll
Can you cut it?
Cut the line or just try and get the hook?
I can get the hook.
Yeah, I got pliers.
On that?
Yeah, I got it.
Work quickly.
I'll get a release shot for you.
Alright, honestly, I may just cut it. I don't know. These pliers aren't long enough. I think I can do it.
Jared's got it. Hold it still. Okay. Man, that's a big freaking salmon.
Alright.
So
You want to
big.
get it released?
I'm still recording. Woo!
Big salmon. You want to get, wait, Keegan, you want to get some close-up picture of his face well?
Yeah. Just the face or the whole
Yeah,
fish?
the whole fish.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hold on, you want me to get a video now?
I got it. Yep.
Later, old girl.
1 second.
Ready? Oh, you're ready. I just got that. Oh, you guys have cut that.
Is it a season?
And the next morning of that weekend, we didn't catch nearly as many fish. Jared jigged up this lake trout here.
Yeah.
How deep is he?
Get the sounder up, get the sounder up, get the sounder up, get the sounder up. It's below the ice. I don't need him.
That would not be good.
Oh.
Not a bad one.
Grab them.
There you go. Oh, I thought that was bigger. That'd be a little bit bigger. And then towards the end of the day, we were watching on the fish finder a really big fish on bottom that came in. We couldn't get it to commit to any of our jigs. But then we had a tip up about 6 or so feet in front of us where the hole was, and then the blip disappeared, and then that flag went up. So Jared ended up going to that trap and pulling in this really big 25.5-inch cusk off of it. And that was the last fish of that week. All right, and that marks the last ice fishing video for the 2020-2021 ice fishing season here in Maine. And not too long from now, since open water season has started here, I'll be putting out some more content of open water catches throughout the whole state. So stay tuned for that.